Let's start Chapter 14, Water for Us. Water is the basic necessity of life. Without water, life is not possible on Earth. Life on Earth started in water. A large number of creatures live in rivers, seas, oceans and other water bodies. Our body is about two-thirds water. Water helps our body to function properly and keeps us healthy. Plants also need water. Plants need water to make food. When you crush a few leaves, your hands become sticky. It is because of the presence of water in the leaves. Water exists in different forms on the earth. It exists in the air as water vapor and in the ground as soil moisture. Have you seen a kettle boiling? Steam comes out through the spout of the kettle. If it continues to boil for a long time, the water in the kettle will become less. Water changes into water vapor. This process is called evaporation. When the water vapor rising from hot water comes in contact with the cool lid, it changes back into water droplets. This process is called condensation. Did you know that though the major part of the Earth's surface is covered with water, very little can be used by us? Fresh water available for us is as little as a drop in a bucket. Most of the Earth's water is present as salt water in the seas and oceans. Why do we not drink sea water? We cannot drink sea water because it is very salty. In order to make it drinkable, salt has to be removed from sea water. Through a process called desalination, salty water can be made fresh water. In this process, salt is removed from sea water, but the process of desalination is very expensive. Do you know how do we get salt which we use in our food? Salt is obtained from the sea water in salt farms. The sea water is trapped in an enclosed area exposed to the sun. The water evaporates under the hot sun, leaving behind layer of salt. In India, you will find such salt farms in the coastal plains of Gujarat. Clean drinking water. Is the water from your nearest source fit for drinking? Water needs to be purified so that it is safe to drink. Water that is suitable for drinking is called potable water. Water from various sources is purified. First, water is allowed to stand so that the heavy particles of impurities in it can settle down. This process is called sedimentation. Then it is passed through chemicals, sand and gravel that act as filters to remove the finer particles of impurities. This process is called filtration. A small amount of chlorine is added to disinfect the water and kill the germs present in it. This process is known as chlorination. The potable water is then stored in water tanks. It is supplied to houses through pipes and taps. Scarcity of water. Water is the necessity of life. We cannot survive without water. Yet, more than one-third of people in the world do not have any access to clean water. The world population is growing and the water is limited. This makes the problem even more difficult. Drawing excess water from underground is bringing down our water table. In the coastal area, this practice sometimes makes the groundwater salty. One solution to this problem is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater, the main source of water, can be conserved through rainwater harvesting. Rainwater is collected, tanked and passed through filters to remove impurities. Then it is stored and used for laundry and other activities. Harvested rainwater recharges groundwater. This technique helps to reduce scarcity. Water pollution. Water becomes polluted when harmful substances flow into it. The water of the river is made dirty by various human activities, bathing, washing clothes and dumping the waste. This eventually reduces the amount of water available for drinking. Some of the main causes of water pollution are domestic sewage and garbage, harmful pesticides used by farmers, chemicals from soaps and detergents used in washing, animal waste. Polluted water has a number of harmful effects. These harmful effects are not only limited to humans but also affect aquatic animals and plants. Polluted water contains germs that cause various diseases in human beings. Pollutants reduce the oxygen in water, which is essential for aquatic life. When pollutants such as oil clogs up the pores and fur of aquatic animals, they cannot breathe, keep warm, or even float. Water cycle. The main source of water on earth is rain. The water vapor, which evaporates from various water bodies, rises into the atmosphere where it meets cool air and condenses as droplets of moisture. These drops in the air gather together and form clouds seen by us. After some time, the water droplets in the clouds become so heavy that they fall back on the earth again as rain. This process is called precipitation. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation.